The Malaysia Massive joined me at Els Club Desaru Coast on the Valley course. We're going to look at the difference between an 80 golfer and a 90 golfer over 9 holes. JMac has morphed into a player who scores between 87 and 93 on the reg. I generally score between mid-70s and low 80s. That's a clear 10-stroke difference, so where does the difference come from? This is by no means scientific, but on the golf course, in the moment, there is no science. There is feel, estimation, commitment, emotions, and confidence. We can take the easy route and say someone sucks, or someone is born with a swing, or just plays better than another guy. That's not my way of thinking. I believe anyone can improve their score by 5 shots in quick time and have more fun in a heartbeat. That's why I try to provide some insights. Maybe you take one idea away from the video and it changes your outlook and you change your game. That's fine. Comparing ourselves to the pros is a great way to screwing up our games. We can all strive to nip and tuck a few strokes off our scores by just working on our inner game, our on-course strategy suited to our game, our own emotional management, and by turning the focus onto having some fun. Enough of that, here's the golf. JMac played the copper tees at 3,300 yards, while I played the silver at close to 3,500. On the 10th hole of the Els Club Valley course, we're going way uphill. Are we ever reaching this in 2? Do I even want to be in the greenside bunkers in 2? No sir. After navigating the tee shot like a straight cold bouse, JMac decided to lay it up to the way of the player distance, a full wedge into the green.
Get out of town. I think that's what we call the wedge.
I took a different route and thought I'd test out the idea of closer to the green is better. I wanted to do the bouse move and leave myself a 58 degree into the hole, but in the name of science, I put myself at an awkward 45 yards to a raised green.
Good shot. Okay, so we're looking at a 78 yarder here.
Yeah.
Okay, uphill, we're going to say it's 85.
85 to the front.
To the back, we're playing to 110.
110 to the back, pin's playing about 90.
So pins, okay, so we're going to say the pin's playing about 90-ish.
Yeah.
And you don't want to smash a 58 and lose control. So you're going to do a little 50?
52 ski. Keep it easy, keep it under control, get it on up there.
JMac player smugly tells us he's going over the pin onto the back of the green. He's not screwing around with the front pin. Then he does it. Gotta hate a guy like that.
Oh man, I can't even believe the shots you're hitting. Perfect. Yes, nice divot, bro. A half fillet.
So, I'm closer to the hole, but the question is, could I get the ball closer to the front side pin on a raised green with a lob wedge from 95 yards away or from 45 yards away? I would bet my left toenail that the 95-yard shot would be better. I don't like partial shots, and onto a raised green, it's just silly.
That's a good putt.
Yes.
Oh boy, that's a great pace, man. What a lagger. What a pacemaker. Here it comes. What a cool noodle.
Guten Tag.
Good shot.
That's the shot.
Okay, let's see if I can get back.
Hole 11 is a dream hole with a lovely view. It's not an easy approach though. We both hit the fairway with a delightful look at the green. JMac knows the bailout is right, so he hit it toward there expecting a draw, but not unhappy with a straight shot. He doesn't want to touch the wet stuff on the left.
That's perfect though, you've got lots of green to chip there.
I take the same course of action as J-Bone and end up in a similar position. JMac hits a delightful little shot here, using some imagination by killing the speed into the fringe. The ball has to go downhill, down grain to the water. Bouse level gameplay. For someone shooting 80, we want to get up and down in 2 shots as often as we can. These shots take skill and imagination. This sounds difficult, but that skill and imagination can be learned easily with practice. Mindful practice plus experience equals skill and imagination. Every time. We've played the first 2 holes almost identically, and similarly it's coming down to the game inside 100. A 90 shooter can rarely get away with hitting it near the green and then getting up and down in 3 shots. But 3 shots must be the maximum.
Oh.
Short par 4s are rarely where the 90 boys can catch up a few strokes. JMac knows this, and that little confidence boost of playing a short hole is powerful. I hit a safe shot to set up a wedge, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You don't need to smash a big club to be in play, as JMac shows us by hitting a hybrid down the cart path where the ball settles almost pin high to the right. When hitting approaches, we all should take note of where the pin is and how much green we have in front of and behind the pin. I went pin hunting here because I didn't want to go into the bunker. He doesn't go at the pin because there's no green behind the pin on that line. Center of the green. Boom. This guy is such a player sometimes. JMac has made me quite proud of his improvement in putting. The 2 putts are coming more and more, and the knee trembles are almost gimmies. I really hit a delightful shot here, but just miscalculated a little. No harm, no foul, no one's going to prison.
Is it longish?
Dude, I couldn't see it land because it's in the shadow, but that was on target. Some homie showed me how to be a bouse out of them.
So you don't mind if you go in that
So
bunker?
I don't care if I go in.
I love it.
I'm going at them.
What a fearless bouse.
Because if I don't, it's in the drink. So don't go in the bunker.
Don't go in the bunker. 6 iron. 6 iron.
JMac lets us know he wants to start this at the bunker on the right because he feels he is a bouse from the sand after our bunker sessions. We can't disagree with the man, so he executes. I guess here's a good example of what separates one handicap level from another: missing your comfortable areas. I landed in a bunker. Granted, not an easy shot, but I love bunkers. JMac is in a position I would hope to never be in. I would call that a short siding. Above the green, over a bunker, onto a downslope. If he goes at the pin, he has a danger of going into the water. He has to come to the right a little to just get it on the green. Nothing is in his favor here. So let's get it on the green with the highest percentage shot, then try make a putt. In retrospect, the best miss here is long on the back of the green or just short of the hole to leave an easy chip or putt up the fairway onto the green. Avoiding the short side is one more key to lowering your score. Find the most favorable spot to be. I can't hit anything else off the tee here because we have no idea what's up there. It looks like a little stream. J Sizzle hits a shocker off the toe of the club. But we're dry, we're in play, that's all that counts. The next shot could be the purest one ever. And he hits a pure one. Boom, like a bouse. Trust the process, trust yourself. The big problems when trying to break 80 come when you do not commit 100% to a line, or a club, or a distance. These doubts cause these types of gaffes. Having 1 or 2 of these per round, if they're bad enough, can destroy a card. We need to recover from them and trust that we have the game to finish the hole in style. There is no room to get down on ourselves.
268 away, you're getting the 6 iron. What do you want into the green?
About another sort of 80 yarder, 90 yarder shot.
Okay.
This going at those bunkers should be just short.
Yeah, go up at the clearing between these two bunkers.
And the McBouse purely hits another pure one in the center, Mr. Fenter. You see, you chip away at the hole, just grinding it out until it's in the hole. I left myself too much work here for my liking, but welcome back to the pure factory.
Yes. Player, no. Shit.
Thanks, bro.
Okay.
Remember, a 90 golfer needs to make 18 bogeys for a 90. So, every hole, bogey is the new par. JMac is near the green in his new regulation, while I'm also around the green in 3 shots. My regulation. We both played a couple of puffy shots too. Let's get it up and down like the way of the player tells us. Be lethal around the greens for quick wins. Now, the big difference here came from JMac's tee shot. The doubts and fears of the water and the tight fairway meant he made a puffies off the toe of the club. There's no other explanation than doubt, because he smashed the hybrid every other hole. See, there's no science or data here. Thoughts and doubts and confidence. No mechanics, just thoughts becoming swings.
Oh yes. Spank it.
Oh, I didn't record that one. Smash that one straight toward the far bunker there with the
3 hybrido.
what a hybrido, man.
Jables found himself a secret weapon. He's got a Ping 6 iron he bought from a junk shop. It's cavity backed and much more forgiving than his Callaway Apex clubs. I like this type of approach. Throw in the bag what you love, discard what you don't actively love. Every club you look down at must fill you with pleasure. Anything less, and it's time to go. Now, some may say this is an attack shot. I wasn't going to miss the green long here because there's a massive drop off there. I prefer to play to what I can see and just get it on the middle.
What a bouse. Get it on the green.
Nice touch.
Three putts are the killers. Practice enough to eliminate these and instantly you can reduce a ton of shots. They are more prevalent as the scores get higher in golf. Just eliminating them will slash your score and it's the easiest thing to do. It's all along the ground. You don't need brute power, just practice.
Okay. You win some, you lose some. Coming down, so we should find it.
I think he's going to try the old high handicapper flop shot. Oh yes, perfectly executed. Right in the teeth, straight into the bank, pops up onto the green and rolls to 6 feet. What a player!
You have to take the luck. What a par.
Here's where every golfer loses strokes: lack of commitment. This factor alone will revolutionize your golf. If you can commit to a golf shot 100% regardless, you will play better golf. We have to ignore the doubt and say, oh, screw it. If it's a bad plan, it's a bad plan, but I'm going to commit to it 100%. I mean, the worst thing that can happen is a lost ball. Hey, if you're worried about losing balls, play cheaper balls. Eventually, you'll find the plan you can commit to, and in turn, you'll start improving your plans. But start by committing to anything and everything you decide on the course. Now, it's very easy to jump on the, "Oh, it's easy for you because of insert" excuse. But players, regardless of distance or skill discrepancies, we can all do better. I hit my iron to near the green enough, confident in my ability to get it up and down. Sure, some people may need to lay it up, but why don't we, instead of getting down about distance and skill of others, play to our strengths?
Who let the dogs out, bro? That's a beastie ball.
Let's say you also had this shot. Yes, of course I have the advantage to hit an iron greenside. Maybe you have a great 50-yard pitch, maybe a great 100-yard shot. You could very well lay it up there and try to get it close for a chance at a 4. Longer distance is always preferable, but the promotion of mythical distance is harmful because some people just cannot add a magical 60 yards to their shots. So the next best is to manage our games according to what we can do, not feel bitter and upset about what we can't. This is the tactic of modern marketers. Make you feel bad for what you cannot do, thereby turning your focus inward toward your inability rather than outwardly to your ability. Forget that noise. Revolution is in the air. Use your game to play better, more fun golf. What's the difference between an 80 and 90 scoring golfer? About 10 shots. And you know what? I hope you can find a way to slash those shots off your score, because it's like that idea. Start from the hole, work backwards, and when you get stuck, pay a reputable pro to show you. But JMac, or you player, could shoot 120 and I wouldn't even mind. If you're a solid cat and a joy to play golf with, that's what counts. No one sucks at golf. They're just at their particular part of the journey. It's a never-ending journey with no end point. Play your best game with what you can do and be comfortable with it. Improve what you can't do so well away from the course. Have fun, rockers. Have fun.